It's finally here. The Q&A on the cusp of 100. Holy. All right, so I get it. We're pretty much there, but we need to do this. Welcome back to another Q&A. One of the last ones per se, because we're on Q&A 9 right now. So what does that mean for Q&A 10? I mean, that's the idea that I had the whole time. I do 10 Q&As leading up from 10,000 subscribers to 100,000, but we'll see what happens, because chances are we're gonna hit this in the next day or two, which is still dumb to think. I was talking about it last night with a few friends, and I still cannot believe it. But anyway, we're pressed for time. We've got things to do. I'm dressed up because I'm meant to be going out. I'm in fact like an hour late because I woke up late. I slept in. So, I'm doing well in life. Questions. We gotta skip Twitter this time because we need to go fast and faster. Reflection Gaming, are you excited for season 3 of Orogairu? Also, who do you think Hachiman will end up with? Yes, I am so excited for season 3. I believe it's coming April 2020, which I'm gonna be so excited for that. It is during the period of my semester, but you know I'm gonna work so hard to try and get covers out for that series. And that series alone, I don't care if that season I do like no videos. As long as I get Orogairu out, I'm definitely happier. And as for who Hachiman will end up with, it's gotta be Yuki Noshita. Potato, I have 3 questions. What is your favorite anime? What does it make you inspired to make videos like this? What is your favorite color? Favorite color, green. So you're doing pretty well for yourself, Potato. Favorite anime, currently, it has to be Higurashi. I'm watching it with a few friends, and even though like I'm currently watching it and like it's kind of weird to say it's my favorite, I have fallen in love with this show way too much. Like I could honestly see this as becoming like one of my favorites, Higurashi. And I'm not one for horror either, but it is such a good show. What inspires me to make videos like this? I don't know if I have much of an inspiration to begin with. Like, it's just more so me doing things for the fun of it. But now, of course, there's like an audience for you guys to entertain. This fat number here. So, yeah, it's a combination of things over the course of the evolution of the channel. But for the most part, I do it just because I love it. Banana Boy asked, who is your current waifu? Well, I was talking about Higurashi earlier. It has to be Mion Sonozaki. There's something just about green-haired girls. It wouldn't be a Q&A without this. Natsukiya asked, how'd you get into drumming and why? So this was a story back in, I believe, 8th grade, where we had to do a music project, because music was a mandatory subject at our high school. So we were put in groups, and I was put on the drums. I didn't know how to play drums. Yeah, surprising. I didn't know how to play at all. I was actually really bad, but I still loved it. And then the end of the 8th grade is also when I got into anime. And then I put the two together because one of my favorite shows, I saw a drum cover of the opening for it, and I'm like, that's awesome. And so I'm like, I want to be like that. Cyrus asked, will you do a tutorial for drums? Suggestion, do a drum tutorial. Request, please do a drum tutorial, please. Did you want me to do a drum tutorial? Snake Damper asked, is this drum set good in 2019? I would recommend my drum set, the Roland TD1KV. I would recommend it if you want to get into drumming and like you have a tight budget, and you're not sure if you want to pursue drumming as like a full hobby or something like that, because my electronic kit was the first kit that I ever owned. I didn't start off acoustic, I actually started off electronic. So obviously like I wasn't sure if I was going to be so passionate about drums. Obviously hindsight is 2020, but that's a joke because it's 2020. Anyway, I think it's still pretty good. The parts hold up quite nicely. I've had to replace 2 cymbals, but that's really about it. Gabriel asked, why do you hold your sticks so close to the end? It makes me kind of nervous. It looks like you're gonna drop them every time. I don't know. Like, there is a correct way to hold the sticks, but I kind of prefer holding them the way I feel most comfortable. And it's a thing that I saw, at least, well, I didn't think of this, but I got validated by this a few months ago, where I saw a video about hitting hard on the drums, and that's using holding the bottom of the stick to generate more power through gravity. So it's quite interesting, but I do understand that I am holding them incorrectly. I just prefer to play that way because it feels most comfortable. Asks, The age-old question I get probably in every single video, how do I find the drum sheets for the music, or something along those lines, like, can I get the sheets? I don't use music sheets. I learn everything by ear, just by playing the song a million times, literally listening for what drums are being played at which specific part of the song, and we go from there. I maybe thought about one time developing sheets, but honestly, I'm not the best when it comes to like drum sheet music. I can do traditional sheet music quite fine, but drum sheets on the other hand are a little... I basically have to learn it. It's Johnny TV asks, where did you buy your battery and how much did it cost you? I'm assuming the drum set. I bought it at like just a local drum store. Probably like it's something that I would have here in Victoria, Australia, and probably differ from country to country. But it ran me about 700 AUD. So that's like, I don't know, make any necessary conversions. What is my favorite anime? I did say Higurashi earlier, but if I'm gonna say something else right now, Golden Time. I introduced it to a few friends, and it was definitely a show that was up there for me personally. But by introducing it to more people, and like I kind of watched it with them because I love the show so much, I realized how much I actually do love the show. So Golden Time is definitely up there. And what is my favorite opening currently? Well, since this video is kind of dated, so I can kind of use what I have right now, it's definitely the Kyoko Suidi opening. I hope I'm saying that correct. Or the In/Spectre opening. That one is, it's nuts. Go check out my cover if you haven't already, because that's one of my favorite songs. I put a lot of effort into it. It just sounds so amazing. Alt F4 Enter asks, I'm very proud to see you come this far on such a fast rate. Keep up your unique playing style, my man. What is your practice training routine? I've said before that I didn't really have much of a training routine, but I'm sort of rectifying that now. And it's not so much a routine, it's just that sometimes I'll sit down and before I start playing, I will, some basic rudiments like singles, doubles, paradiddles. Yeah, I mean, that's more me doing it now, and I think it's sort of paying off because I'm able to use doubles a lot more frequently now and a lot more smoothly, which I'm very happy because doubles was something that plagued me for quite some time, especially on my right hand because I'm left-handed. So yeah, the 48 missiles asks, will you ever upgrade your electronic drum set? I want to, but it's daunting having to probably dish out $3,000. Yeah, $3,000 is definitely no chump change. And of course, my drum set right now is in pretty fine condition, so I don't see myself doing it anytime soon. But you never know. Mr. Precious asks, when will we ever upload Q&A sessions at the right time? Thank you all for watching. Lokda Safira, I hope I said that right, asks, I have two questions. Have you ever watched Haikyuu when Given? And if so, do you consider doing the cover to any of those openings? I haven't watched Given. I was supposed to, but stuff from last season... Actually, I don't know if Given was last season or the season before. But anyway, these last two seasons, I haven't watched much at all. I've been really bad about it. Even this season, like, I'm watching Higurashi. Even that's like over 13 years old. And here, I'm not watching the current stuff, which I do want to change that. I mean, I did watch a few things from the past few seasons, but I think I should probably dedicate some more time to doing that after I finish watching Higurashi, because that stuff is too good. But I haven't watched Haikyuu. I don't see myself watching it. I could potentially watch Given. And of course, I've done the opening to Haikyuu Season 4. And even, like, its other themes do stand out to me as well. Like, I believe the Season 2 opening is quite nice. Like I'm a Believer by Spy Air. Lion430 asks, when do you start to play the drums? I started playing back in September 2015. So, coming up on almost 5 years of playing, which is nuts actually. I remember when I was editing, or like when I made the channel, and in my about section it has how long I've been playing drums for. And I remember it used to say like self-taught for 1 year. And that's dumb to think that like later this year I'm going to be updating that to self-taught for 5 years. It does not feel like 5 years. Where did the time go? Pearson asks, congratulations on 900k, keep it up. I wish I was at 900k. This would be so much more of a of an occasion. My question is, what is your favorite Sword Art Online season so far and why? It would have to be either season 1 or season 3 part 1. I haven't seen season 3 part 2, so Alicization, War of the Underworld. I haven't seen that part just yet. But season 1, specifically the first arc, so the first like 12 episodes, I very much enjoyed that, and to an extent the second arc was kind of good. But yeah, it's the first 12 episodes. It's where Sword Art Online was in Sword Art Online. And yeah, that's like, I don't know, I love that a lot. I remember when I first watched it, I was absolutely mesmerized by the first 12 episodes. And I didn't feel that way until Alicization Part 1. And I don't know, I was very happy with how it was. Like, I noticed, and I said this in, I think, a previous Q&A, that even though the writing had gotten worse, the presentation and just like the look of it got so much better. And like, the characters are quite nice as well. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Alice and a few other characters are quite liked. But yeah, SEO is still very much a hit or miss show. And even though it hits for me, there are still some parts where I'm like, yeah, this is kind of interesting. Bro, Human, are you ever going to do a song from Jojo? I thought about it, and there was one song in particular. I think I've even done it in a live stream before. But the issue is that there's sometimes some pretty bad copyright on it. I've seen in the past people having to use other, like, outsource instrumentals and other types of audio in order to bypass the copyright on it. So there could be potentially JoJo covers, but it would be a risk that I need to take, because otherwise I would have to find an instrumental, which probably isn't the hardest thing, but you know I don't like using instrumentals unless I really have to. LASBR17 or LSBR. So what is my favorite cover? That is, I mean, technically the Kyoko Surudi, but in recent times I would have to go through my channel. I've uploaded so much recently. Oh, it definitely has to be Hopes and Dreams from Undertale, the first video this year. I put a lot of effort into that. It's a 7-minute song. And I got it first go too, which I was really happy. Which is like working with one of my university friends, Minty, on piano. And I'm hopefully gonna see, hopefully you're gonna see more of her. She's like a very good friend of mine. And like, yeah, a really good pianist. So go check out Hopes and Dreams. It's a good cover. I did some good editing. Anytime I do like good editing in a cover, I'm always proud of it. I'm very prideful when it comes to my editing. Andy Ace Veto asks, any plans for more collabs in the future? Well, aside from what I just said, there are always plans in the works. It's just that for the most part, I'm not always running them. So I'm always like a part of them. I give my part in, and usually I don't hear back from them for quite a while. Like there is one right now that's been in the works for about a year. But yeah, I'm not sure when that's going to be completed. But when it does, you guys will hear about it. Gordo X, how come you've not done a Silhouette Naruto opening cover? That's top tier for music anime. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of songs where people are like, how come you haven't covered this? It's so iconic. But like, a lot of the time I cover seasonal stuff, which makes sense because say something came out like back in 2010, everyone was like on it. And you would see like people do drum covers on it back in 2010. So like it's relevant with the times. But that's what I kind of use the third month of the season for. I try to upload stuff that isn't as off season. That's why I still like, I love it when people request songs because I know what people want when I need to upload stuff that's not seasonal. But I haven't had to upload non-seasonal stuff for a while thanks to my not the greatest performance in 2019, but I think now, or at least like coming up to the next month or two, I'll definitely need to upload some non-seasonal stuff. Take You Chandra asks, hi, it's me again. If you got reincarnated to another world, what race would you like to be? That is a very interesting question. I feel like I just want to be I would say a human, but that's kind of boring. I don't know, maybe like an elf, which is also human. I don't know. I'm very much a vanilla person. I would like to stay human if I could. Maybe a cat guy? Who knows? Maybe some kind of like animal. Like how you have the like cat guys, cat girls, dog guys, dog girls, etc. Like fox spirits. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very vanilla. Would definitely not complain if I was still a human. Tell us a story about your first love. Well, when back in ye old day, this is about five years ago. And yeah, I was a little Trent back then, only 15 years old, and you know, I found a cute girl, and we took it from there. I'll give you that much. Why drums, not guitar or flute? I had kind of had an interest in guitar, but the first time I played drums, that really stuck with me. And flute, my woodwind instrument of choice is the clarinet, so I can't be betraying that anytime soon. Decked Planet, 90k and no Discord. Where it at? Shh. Don't tell anyone. Don't. Oi. Don't tell anyone. And the last question for now. Faris Muhammad asks, what is your best anime in this year? So we're speaking 2019, anime of the year 2019. In fact, when I was doing the anime awards earlier in the month, I did say that The Promised Neverland was my anime of the year, but there were so many good shows. Like Shield Hero was really good. Like I said, Promised Neverland. God, what else was there? Like Carol and Tuesday, that was a really good one. I loved Carol and Tuesday. Vinland Saga, that I didn't watch that, but I heard really good things about Vinland Saga. And I know one of my mods, Saber, also one of my close friends, he was singing very high praises about that. Mob Psycho Season 2, I don't know, I feel weird saying a Season 2 is anime of the year because it's like it's a continuation. But oh, and how am I forgetting Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba? That absolutely destroyed this year. It did so well. Domestic Nakanojo. Oh, that's so good. The dumpster fire. Have you ever considered being a YouTuber after you finish your studies? I mean, yes. Like, I wouldn't finish my studies and then be like, well, I'm off to like can pursue my career. I'm giving up YouTube, because this is definitely something I can always do on the side. Yeah, I can never see myself really giving this up, because even if I do, say for example, like taper off, like I don't get views anymore, it's still fun to do. And it's not like this is my main job, or it will be my main job, who knows. I kind of don't intend for it to be, just because of the nature of my content. It's very risky with the whole copyright and everything, so I could have my channel just taken down in like a single day if someone really wanted to. So yeah, it's not the most sustainable if I had to make it into a career, but it would definitely still coexist with another career. Obviously, it depends on what that career is. If I'm like working long days and I get home and it's like I'm completely exhausted, I can't make a video. Though I guess that depends. I'm sure I'll always have time to create videos, to at least play the drums. So that's something I really want to make a constant, because I'm having way too much fun with this, and it's something that I definitely want to keep in my life for as long as I can. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the 9th Q&A, or rather a longer one, definitely, and I'm glad, because I think the past few ones have been a little shorter. Which I'm not doing myself any favors because of this number once again. Have we jumped in this video? I haven't actually paid attention to that. Comment down below. Actually, you'll probably see it in editing as well, but comment down below anyway. If your question didn't get answered, I apologize. I also apologize to those on Twitter that I didn't answer any of your questions this time. But we will be doing a Q&A for 100k, which is on the horizon. Hey, did you see that? Except it went down again. But yeah. If you want to ask questions, be sure to ask them in the YouTube comments below, or on the announcement video when it comes out. I will be doing special things for 100k, not just Q&A session 10, but Q&A session 10 will probably be the last Q&A for a long time, just because, like I said at the start of the video, my main structure for the Q&As was to be sort of a stepping, or like a check-in between 10k and 100k, but just seeing the journey thus far, it is amazing to say the least, and I only have everyone behind that camera to thank. So thank you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching my videos, for commenting down below, for all the kind messages. And yeah, like this year has been off to a rocking start. I'm really proud of like how I'm going so far. Just absolutely destroying the uploads, and I continue to do so with minor breaks here and there. I may take a day or two off, but I'm gonna head out now. I'm probably quite late, but you know, you guys come first. I made that quite abundantly clear, or at least tried to in the year in review video. And yeah, I hope that, you know, you're having a good day, because I'm about to have a really good day, and an even better tomorrow or day after, because I think we're hitting like 100 subs per day. So today is Thursday, so I'm assuming by Saturday we will have hit the magic number. And be on the lookout for when we are literally about to hit 100k, because something special might appear in the sub feed. So keep your eyes open, and I'll see you guys at 100k.